Hey, yo, real quick, man, y'all gotta listen to this coon ass shit, though. Y'all listen to this coon ass nigga, Terrance Floyd. It's the brother of George Floyd, the one Jake that pretty much got killed out there in Minneapolis. His brother did, I don't know, he did some protesting and they had him as a guest speaker. This nigga said some coon shit, so I had to do a video, man. Check this out real quick. Through the spirit.
As America is suffering both a societal and economic meltdown right now, nights of chaos have swept across the country following the death of George Floyd, an unarmed black man who said he couldn't breathe after he was held down by a police officer with a knee on his neck for more than 8 minutes. So what began as peaceful protests have exploded into riots. And just moments ago, George Floyd's brother, Terrance Floyd, spoke to a crowd of people on the street where his brother was killed. Take a listen.
I'm not over here wilding out, if I'm not over here blowing up stuff, if I'm not over here messing up my community, come on, then what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Y'all doing nothing, because that's not going to bring my brother back at all. Let's do this another way. Let's stop thinking that our voice don't matter. That's right. And vote. There you go. Not just vote for the president, vote for the preliminaries, vote for everybody.
Man, fucking Coon, man. Like, this is the thing that pissed me off. If I hear one more Jake Israelite talking about some goddamn vote, and this shit is it's a clear fucking contradiction of what you saying. How the fuck you gonna protest against the same government but turn around and invest and vote and put your trust in the same goddamn government you protesting against? That shit doesn't make any sense. That's like investing in a business, but you protesting against the same business you investing in. That shit don't make sense. But then you got these Jakes talking about July 7th. We gonna take a stand and don't nobody purchase nothing. And then I seen something about June. They trying to get something where everybody posts black and don't get on social media all day. Like, that shit don't make sense, but you gonna turn around and vote. You know what I'm saying? That show you that, or like, at the end of the day, for real, Esau just got these niggas set up for real. Like, because me personally, I ain't even, you know what I'm saying, too sure about George Floyd, because he worked with the police. He used to work all type, it's all fishy type of shit used to go on, man. But Esau always try to have a Jake or a nigga that be trying to be a coon and try to mislead the people, man. You know, so how you gonna protest, say, hey, we need to speak a better way and go a better way and vote, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I said I'm not justifying them tearing and looting and doing all that. But that's an act of war. When you loot, that's an act of war. We in upwards, we in a time of war, man. You know what I'm saying? So-called Negro men, Latino, Hispanic men been getting killed unjustly by the hands of the police, and there's been videos being exposed coming out all fucking day, man. Ever since that incident's happened, you can go on social media and see all type of videos of police brutally attacking Negro, Latino men, man. You know what I'm saying? But I got a couple scriptures for it. That was basically all I wanted to say on that. But, you know, it's the month of June, so, you know, that's when that coon spirit get to coming out, man. June, the month of coons, man. Real talk. Let me get that Isaiah, because he a coon. That shit really made me mad. Talking about some, oh, all this protesting not going to bring my brother back. First of all, people not protesting off of one dude that got killed. This is something that's been going on for years. This is something that's been piling up. This ain't just, oh, over one motherfucker got killed, we're going to go out here and do all this. Niggas die every day. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just about Joe brother. This is something way bigger. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, the government behind this shit as well, man. This is Isaiah chapter 30. And you're going to have a lot of people that feed into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. Just did a video with Donald Trump. He about to declare the Insurrection Act, where they actually militarizing the police force, which means you're gonna have real, you know, National Guard, Army, militants patrolling your streets, blocking those streets, man. You know what I'm saying? This Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12. It say, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, which people despise the word of the Lord. He said he was a God-fearing man, but at the same time, he not remember the scriptures when it say agree with your adversary. People ain't reflecting and depending on the scriptures and not walking in the way that the Lord told them to do. People want to fulfill the lust of their flesh. You see what I'm saying? It say, wherefore saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay there. Run our people trust in oppression, man. Once again, this system was not built for us. You know what I'm saying? You can sit up there and beg and vote, and that's not gonna get you nowhere. All they gonna do is distract you and just keeping it, kick the can down the road, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, the cop, he ain't even been charged. Then they trying to come up with some shit. Oh, he didn't die from actually being choked. He had other, health issues. Man, that's some bullshit, man. It said, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Our people trust in oppression. Our people don't want to really rise and apart against this place. All our people really want to do, they want to protest. They want to walk and march. That's just Jake want to complain about some shit, to be honest. But when it actually comes to depart from this place and really want this place to go down, our people ain't really, they not really about that, man. They not really about that, man. You know what I'm saying? It say, verse 13, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall whose breaking comes suddenly at an instant. So guess what? That same oppression, that perverse spirit that you depending on, mainly that Babylon spirit, that all together, that American spirit, it's gonna come down at an instant, because Esau is coming down with great wrath, because he understand he have a short period of time, man. You know what I'm saying? So it say, therefore, the iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall. So, right, your day of judgment for that iniquity, that reprobate fucking mindset, is going to come, and it's going to, you know what I'm saying, come to your destruction. It's going to come to your demise at a breaking in, at a sudden end. You know, swelling out of a high wall whose breakers come suddenly at an instant. You know, so our people trust in oppression. They say, what's that, Jeremiah, the 4th chapter, verse 22, Scottish children, the wise to do evil, you know what I'm saying, but to do good they know of not, man. And then Esau set up these coon ass niggas to be a voice, you know what I'm saying, to confuse the masses of the people, man. Here it is, Judah is rising up, you know what I'm saying, but you always got the one niggas that's trying to calm shit down, man. You know what I'm saying, trying to, pretty much bring that subservient spirit, man. Our people been letting shit slide for what it is, man. Doing that shit way too long. What else I wanted? What's that other scripture? That's just some corn shit, man, for real. That shit irritating. What's that, Colossians 2 and 8? It is Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. It say, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after traditions of men, after rudiments of the world, and not after YAHAWASHI. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because we rose up. At the end of the day, we tired of it. We protesting, but we protesting what? The word of YAHAWASHI. We protesting what? Against this wicked-ass society. We protesting what? For our people to turn from their wicked ways, man, and repent. Come back to YAHAWASHI. So we making a stand. We've been making a stand. You know, Micah 2 and 10 say, rising apart, for this is not your rest. And as soon as our people get that to their thick minds, they hard hearts, then they will understand what our people got stumbling blocks, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to depend on the Lord, man. They don't want their counsels to be the Lord. They want the counsels to be themselves. You know? That's why I say, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. That's vain deceit. You being deceived, man. Think you gonna go to the table and shake hands and hug with this devil. All he gonna do is put you niggas in another ditch that you can't get out of, man. You know? After traditions of men, after rudiments of this world, and not after YAHAWASHI. You see what I'm saying? So our people, they want to follow the ways of this world. They want to go back to this society. And when Jake doing all that damn praying and coming together, they praying for this place, man. They praying so they can make it to next Halloween and go trick-or-treating. They praying so they can make it to the next Thanksgiving, man. All these pagan-ass holidays that's celebrating your goddamn destruction, man. As a nation, as a people. But that's what our people don't understand, man. You know what I'm saying? Israel, you look at it all through the scriptures, man. As soon as Esau came in effect, Jake feel like they cannot survive without Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, it's Satan. Right, so our people are spoiled by philosophies and vain deceits by these Uncle Toms, man. You know what I'm saying? That's set upon them, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't about your brother. It is, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this ain't all about your brother. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? They just want justice. This Romans 1:28. It say, even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind to do things which are not convenient. You know what I'm saying? Our people adore the things that's not convenient. You know what I'm saying? Because what? They did not retain the knowledge of YAHAWASHI. So the Lord gave them over to that reprobate mind. Oh, we going to vote, trust in this system. You know, we're going to overcome. That's all you push. You pushing that same old shit. We're going to overcome this. But we got to do it the right way. What is the right way? Oh, going to vote, putting your trust back into the same people that's been oppressing you over 400 plus years? That don't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're going to have to make a stand. But we saying make a stand towards the word of YAHAWASHI, retain the knowledge of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will fight for you. The Lord is your refuge, man. 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, the Lord said, our warfare is not carnal. But see, our people are spiritually discerned, man. You know what I'm saying? They reject the spirituality, man. They want to deal on carnality. They want praise of men. You know what I'm saying? They want the acknowledgement. They want to lean on their own understanding because they wise in their own eyes, man. So, like, it ain't nothing but stumbling blocks at the end of the day. Matter of fact, let me get that in, because because if you notice, they didn't have no riot police there at that speech. How they know that one gonna turn? Because they sent that nigga there to relax everything down. Oh, we gonna bring his brother here and basically calm these niggas down, man. For whatever it is, man. If they want you in that docile, that weak spirit, they want you down. So, like you said, they about to send these troops in and they get on your ass, you ain't gonna be able to fight back. You see what I'm saying? Because you holding on to that, to them what they say, them vain deceits, them philosophies, them traditions of men, man. That spoil you with vain philosophies at the end of the day, man. You know what I'm saying? What I was looking for, that Matthew's, if the blind lead the blind, man. They both fall into a ditch. I think that's the 15th chapter. This Matthew's 15 and 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall into a ditch. Right. So our people are going to fall into a ditch and it's snare that Esau has set for you, man. This government has set for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you following blind leaders, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to follow Donald Trump, of course. So we going to sit your own damn, someone of your home nation and say, hey, this is the way to go, man. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, we saying it ain't no, this is not a step-by-step process, okay? Because the Lord said the kingdom of heaven come with no observation, no low here, low there. All we say is have faith. You know, so the Lord said if you're dirt to the end, you're going to be saved. But the Lord said he going to feed you in the time of when those is hungry. He going to deliver you from that hour of temptation, man. He said he delivered you from 6 troubles. You know, the 7th, you know what I'm saying? No evil shall come nigh thee, man. So you got to trust in the name of YAHAWASHI. Trust in the Lord, man, with all thy heart, man. But if you follow after the blind, you're going to fall in the ditch with them, man. Like I say, Proverbs 11 and 21, you join hand in hand with the wicked, thou shalt not go unpunished. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it's going to do. This shit is not about rioting. You know what I'm saying? If it's about protest, stand by what you stand for, man. You know what I'm saying? What's that? Yeah, this Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 12. I'm about to cut it short. It say, for a man also knows not his time, as the fishes that are taken in the evil net, and as the birds that are caught in a snare, so are the sons of man snared in the evil time when it falleth suddenly upon them, right? So our people ain't nothing but fishes getting caught up in the net and they don't even know it, man. They using this George Floyd uprising. You know what I'm saying? They're using the coronavirus. They're using all these tactics just to get you on the hook. And once they got you on the hook, it's over with, man. They going to chip your ass, and that's going to be it, man. Because once you get that chip, you ain't got to worry about this devil oppressing you no more. Because he know what comes after that, man. You're going to have to feel the wrath of YAHAWASHI. You know, the indignation of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? The hell what men can do. You know what I'm saying? Our people fear men. That's how the scriptures say they fear the creature more than the creator, man. You know what I'm saying? When the creator created the creature, man. You know? The creation can't buck up against the creator, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what these people doing. That's why the Lord said gave him a reprobate mind, man. Void of understanding. A righteous judgment. That's why I say evil men understand not judgment. So we in time of judgment, but people don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because men is they see it right in their own eyes, man. But this is Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. For men also know of not his time. Like it's in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. Seek the Lord in the days of thy youth, man, for the evil days come nigh. You know what I'm saying? But it says, fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in a snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time when it follows suddenly upon them. You know, that's why I said the knowledge and wisdom will be the stability of that time. That's why you got to seek the Lord early. You know, Isaiah 55 and 6, it say, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. You know, because the Lord says suddenly these things are going to fall upon thee, man. Just like the days of Noah, eating, drinking, giving in the marriage, all that time, until it suddenly came upon them. The same way the Son of Man is going to come. And a lot of people is going to get wrapped up in it, man. Because they seek of a sign, man. Well, the sign is already given unto you, man. Ultimately, it's the spirit in you that you people reject, man. The Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the Holy Spirit and power YAHAWASHI. I ain't want to speak on it too long, but at the end of the day, like the scriptures say, I think it's in Titus, it say you got vain speakers whose mouths must be stopped, man. So you got a lot of false leaders of our people, puppets, etc. that's set up and our people following behind them, man. They not giving them the proper knowledge. You know, the knowledge and wisdom of YAHAWASHI, man. You know, the Lord with this lesson was edifying. With that, I want to say shalom.